As businesses across the U.S. slowly start to open, there's still plenty of fears over the U.S. and the global economy.
But our money expert says there are also still reasons for optimism. Dustin Smith from Wealth Enhancement Group joins us now live. Hey, Dustin.
Hey, how are you doing today?
We are doing all right. We know the reasons not to be optimistic, right? We see the unemployment numbers growing, the uncertainty on Wall Street, the people struggling. But you have put together some reasons why at least we've seen some signs of rebound when it comes to Wall Street.
Exactly. I think there are some reasons to be cautiously optimistic. And one of them is, we have started to make some progress against this virus. When we look at things such as social distancing or even containment, we have found out that it really does help flatten the curve, especially when it's done well, such in areas such as New Zealand. We've also seen in typical hotspots like Italy, deaths have started actually to decline, and some of those people are starting to go back out into their community, which is a really great sign.
Mm-hmm. The other thing, Dustin, that we need to not underestimate is the amount of money that the federal government has pumped into the economy.
Absolutely. The federal government really has stepped in here to help kind of fill that void from this economic slowdown. So we've seen things like the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program, which has expanded unemployment to people who typically wouldn't have received unemployment. We've also seen programs such as the Federal Pandemic Unemployment Compensation Program, which provides workers an additional $600 a week up and beyond what they would have typically received. So these are some really big moves that the federal government has taken to help stem that void.
Yeah, and obviously positive impacts from that. When it comes to just people getting through their lives, right? Being able to pay their bills and hopefully keep their businesses afloat.
Exactly. The Paycheck Protection Program, for example, or the PPP, was really a great way for businesses to keep on their employees so that when, and hopefully soon, businesses can go back to working, their their employees will still be there.
You talk about reason number 3 and talking about the world reopening, and I think we are taking lessons, at least some lessons from what other countries have learned, some of the mistakes that they've made, some of the big challenges that they've had as we start this process of slowly reopening.
Exactly. I mean, we're starting to see areas such as in China or Europe starting to go back, I don't want to say normal, but they're starting to go back out into their community to try to start their businesses and economy up again. That's really good, so we can actually see how these other countries are handling this. Just even locally here in Minnesota, we're starting to see some slowly but surely reopening of things, such as in areas such as manufacturing. So, none of this is perfect, but I think it at least gives us some reason to be cautiously optimistic about our future.
Dustin, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.